All right, so if you're running a business in the UAE, you already know the pressure is on. Margins are tight, and that one big question is always hanging in the air. How do we cut costs without killing the growth we're working so hard for? Well, in this explainer, we're going to unpack a playbook from Professionals Lobby that shows you exactly how to do that. It's not about getting smaller, it's all about getting smarter.
Okay, check this out. 20 to 50%. Just let that number sink in for a second. That's the average operational cost reduction businesses are seeing in just 1 to 2 years after they properly integrate things like AI, ERP systems, and smart automation. We're not talking about trimming a little off the budget here and there. We are talking about a massive leap forward in efficiency.
And this quote right here, it just nails the whole mindset shift we're talking about. The goal isn't just to spend less cash, it's to operate with more intelligence. This isn't some playbook for downsizing, nope. It's a guide to totally re-engineering your operations for maximum impact.
So, where in the world do you find savings of that magnitude? Often the biggest drains on your budget aren't the expenses you see on a spreadsheet. They're the hidden inefficiencies that are kind of baked right into your daily workflow.
Just think about your own operations for a minute. How many hours are just gone thanks to manual data entry? How much time do people spend just sitting around waiting for an approval? From having too many people in admin, to messing up your inventory, to outsourcing compliance work that your system could handle, this is where your money quietly just disappears. And that's exactly why the solution isn't about cutting staff. It's about shifting to what we call system-driven operations. You let powerful, integrated software handle all that repetitive, heavy lifting. And that frees up your most valuable asset, your people, to focus on the stuff that really matters, like innovation and growth. So how does this all work in practice? Let's look at the first set of tools in this new toolkit, smart automation. And its number one target? All those repetitive, time-sucking tasks that drain your team's energy and your bottom line.
Okay, take data entry. Instead of paying someone to manually type in every single invoice and receipt, you use something called optical mark or character recognition, that's OMR/OCR scanners. These things don't just scan an image, they actually read and understand the data, feeding it directly into your financial system. No more tedious typing, no more human error.
And the impact of just that one change? It is absolutely staggering. You can reduce the manpower you need just for data entry by 70 to 90%. Seriously. Imagine reinvesting those salaries and all that saved time back into actually growing the business. All right, next up, let's talk about AI. And I don't mean some crazy science fiction stuff. I mean a real, practical tool. Think about AI agents handling your customer service, like those WhatsApp bots that answer common questions instantly. Or AI that schedules appointments and sends follow-ups, working tirelessly 24/7 so your team doesn't have to. And yeah, the financial benefit is pretty clear. By letting AI handle all the routine questions, you can slash customer service costs by up to 60%. But just as importantly, right, you free up your human agents to focus on the really complex, high-value conversations that build real customer loyalty. Now, automation and AI are powerful, for sure, but they need a central brain to work effectively. And that brain is your Enterprise Resource Planning System, or ERP. It's the control engine that gives you total command over your money and your operations. See, a modern ERP is way more than just a bookkeeping tool. For a construction company, a feature called a bill of quantities, or BOQ-locked, can physically stop you from spending more than the project budget. For a retail business, its AI can optimize inventory, freeing up cash from stock that's just sitting there. And for pretty much any UAE business, it automates that complex VAT and tax reporting, saving you a fortune in outside fees. But to unlock that full 50% cost reduction, there's one more crucial step. It's not enough to just have these powerful tools. They have to be seamlessly connected. Integration is what truly, truly changes the game. I mean, just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got chaos. Your sales system, your finance system, your inventory. They're all like separate islands. That leads to duplicated work and delayed decisions. But on the right, you have a fully integrated backbone. Data flows automatically in real time, giving you instant insights and a single source of truth.
Okay, this all sounds great, but how do you actually make it happen? It can seem pretty overwhelming, but Professionals Lobby lays out a really clear, practical path forward.
It all starts with a simple assessment. Where are your current bottlenecks? From there, you set clear goals and pick the right tools, whether that's Odoo, SAP, or something else. Then you implement. And the key here is to do it in phases. You don't have to boil the ocean, right? Start with core functions like finance, then expand out, and finally, you track your progress and you just keep getting better. You know, it's so crucial to understand this. In today's market, clinging to old, manual ways of working is no longer just inefficient. It's a direct threat. You aren't just losing money. As this quote says, you are losing your ability to compete. So really, at the end of the day, the technology is here. The path to a leaner, smarter, more scalable business is crystal clear. This isn't a question of if anymore. The only question is the one right here. How soon are you going to start?
Professionals lobby, grow, connect, succeed.